my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing Red One, directed by Jake Kasdan and starring Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, and J.K. Simmons. So it's Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus, played by J.K. Simmons, is getting ready for the big night. Santa's got his no-nonsense bodyguard Callum Drift, heck of a name by the way, played by Dwayne Johnson, watching his back, and director Zoe, played by Lucy Liu, making sure the North Pole is locked down and secure. Unfortunately, not secure enough to keep a witch by the name of Grilla, played by Kiernan Shipka, from kidnapping Santa. With less than 24 hours to go till Christmas, Callum is forced to contract mercenary and level 4 naughty lister Jack O'Malley, played by Chris Evans, to find Santa and save Christmas. So let me begin by saying that this film is in no danger of becoming a yearly Christmas classic. The screenplay is drowning in cliches and is predictable. You've got the cynical kid who doesn't believe in Santa Claus, who grows up to be a cynical jerk. You've got the disillusioned bodyguard who's just one day away from retiring, and a whole bunch of other uninspired cliches. The character arcs for Callum and Jack are lackluster and forced, and the film's attempts at humor fail due to the fact that many of the characters are just two-dimensional stock characters. The screenplay, again, it's not 100% awful, I should say. It does have at least a few interesting angles to approach Santa in the real world. Like, for example, all the world governments know Santa exists, and Santa's workshop has an envoy that makes regular contact with all the governments of the world, so, you know, that's new. However, the film does butcher its attempts at world building by conveying its information via uninspired exposition dumps. Also not helping matters is the fact that each character's backstory is scant on interesting and compelling details. The performances are lackluster and they lack the proper timing to elevate the mediocre script. Dwayne Johnson fails to unearth any interesting layers to Callum's disillusionment with naughty adults, and his attempts at being the comedic straight man fall flat. Like, this is the guy who will say, "Merry Christmas," and attempt to make it all intimidating and by extension funny, but it just doesn't work. Chris Evans does manage to bring a little bit of devil-may-care swagger to the role of Jack, but ultimately he's not given much to do beyond just mugging at mythological shenanigans. Like, so much of Jack's dialogue is just going from place to place, being amazed by, whatever's happening, whether it be snowman or bipedal polar bears, and then he gives some sarcastic one-liner that just falls flat. And though I'm happy to report that Lucy Liu gets more screen time than I anticipated for a movie like this, she unfortunately doesn't make the most of it and turns in a surprisingly wooden performance as director Zoe. And Kiernan Shipka's bad guy of the, or rather bad woman, of the week approach to the role of Christmas witch Grilla does the movie no favors. However, there are two performances that do kind of work. J.K. Simmons, while unfairly out of action for the bulk of the movie, he does bring energetic vigor and warmth to his more athletic version of Santa. And Christopher Hivju, he does bring a surprising amount of rock star energy to the role of Krampus, buried underneath all that prosthetic makeup. So with all the bad things I've said about this movie, do the special effects save it? No, not really. The special effects are hit or miss in terms of quality, which is embarrassing for a film with a budget this large. Like, the film has a budget from anywhere of $200 million to $250 million US dollars. Like, how did it get that big with a film whose effects are so terrible? Oh yeah, it's because Dwayne Johnson can't be bothered to use the bathroom like a normal human being. Some of the special effects, like bipedal polar bears and snowmen, they're reasonably well done. But then there are incredibly noticeable CGI body doubles and poorly utilized green screen shots. Not helping matters is the fact that much of the action scenes are directed with a weightless feel that leaves them aesthetically pleasing yet lacking in tension. So though it features some imaginative Christmas visuals, Red One fails to inspire Yuletide cheer thanks to formulaic writing and subpar performances. So with all that in mind, I will be giving Red One 1.5 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, what is your favorite Christmas movie and why?